Regina, good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling today?
I'm pretty good. Cold, but okay.
Cold?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be hot a little later though.
Yeah,
like 80s.
Sleeping in the park kind of makes you cold. Like you're outside a lot.
Oh,
when you live down here.
Oh, so you was sleeping in the park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't always sleeping in the park, but situation changed and now I had to live outside.
Yeah. So how long have you been out here in Kensington now?
About 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
So long, but not too long.
Yeah.
Not as long as others I met. That is pretty long.
I've met people that have been here for a really long time.
For quite a long time, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How was your upbringing? Where are you from?
I'm from Erie, PA, 6 hours away.
6 hours away?
Yeah.
How old are you?
36.
36, okay. How is that neighborhood, Erie?
I mean, it's nothing like this. Erie's like, nothing compared to this. Like, really small. I mean, I was raised in like Mill Creek, which is like the suburbs.
Okay.
And then I kind of just got into drugs and stuff when I was a little bit older.
How old did you start using drugs and stuff?
I mean, when I was 13, I experimented with stuff, but like heavy, as far as like shooting up and stuff, I was like 21.
What's your drug of choice?
Heroin and meth, both.
Heroin and meth?
Yeah, it's like a speedball. So.
Speedballs, yeah.
But my addiction got worse when I lost my kids, like to OCY.
Can you speak up a little bit for me? I'm sorry.
My addiction got worse when I lost my kids to OCY. I kind of just lost.
Oh, you lost your kids to the system?
Yeah. My mom has one, and the other one was adopted.
Your mom adopted one of them?
No, my mom took one, and the other one was adopted out. So.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Your mom couldn't take both of them? It's too much for her?
She actually wouldn't because her husband, my stepdad, didn't want her to take both of them, and he ended up divorcing her afterwards.
Wow, so listening to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Regina, it's a tragic story. It's a sad story. I hear that one a lot. You know, people be on drugs and then they lose their kids to the system, so they start indulging a lot more because of the depression and everything that came with that, right?
I wasn't even like on drugs that heavy when they took my kids, but afterwards I just like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
It's kind of screwed up how the system works. So.
I'm sorry.
That's when everything just went out of control.
What drugs was you indulging in when you did have your kids though?
I was like a lot. It was like pain pills, and then right towards the end when they did take them is when I started to use the heroin. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, they were always taken care of. I wasn't, nothing like that.
Yeah. So you say you've been living in the park lately?
Yeah, I've been staying like here and there wherever I can.
Yeah. At times you sleep at the park though, right?
Yeah.
This very park right here. Mm-hmm. On the grass, on the bench.
Grass, bench. Most times I don't sleep at all because I'm kind of too scared to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I came down here actually with my boyfriend, but he had to go back home for court.
Yeah.
So I stayed, and I was supposed to be coming back here.
Yeah.
But not to here, just to like out like Philly, to try to do better for our lives.
Where's his boyfriend at now?
He went home. He had court, so he had to go back to Erie, PA. We were staying at like the Carlisle Motel and like doing like actually living normal life, and then the Carlisle burnt down, and he had to go back to court, and I decided to come here, which is something crazy to say. Some people say, but I've always wanted to come here. I've seen YouTube videos, and it's not like for the drugs. I didn't want to come here. I just wanted to like experience this for myself because I couldn't, like, I've seen the videos, but nothing compares to like being here.
So did the videos of Kensington motivate you to come here? Was it because like you like, wow, they have good drugs, or
no, it wasn't anything about the drugs actually. It was just about like
experience,
the experience. Like I've always been like a humble person. Like I like to help people even when I'm at my rock bottom. Like like when I first came here, like I've seen somebody, I'd give them like $20 for a bag of needles or give them something. I just always like to help people, and
I respect that.
It was just something that like I had to see for myself because you can read about it or watch videos about it, but there's nothing like this. And I've met a lot of good people. There's like a lot of good people, down here.
Yeah.
Which most people judge, and they're like, oh, they're all going to be scumbags. But no, that's not the case at all.
Yeah. Not the case at all, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is still human, right?
Yeah, everyone's human. They're all the same. I don't judge anybody, and I mean, they look out for people. You see a lot of people here that have like their families. It's almost like their groups that they stay with. You know, they're always together.
You consider? I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you consider some of the people out here as family, though? The homeless people, the addicts.
To me or to
you?
I've met some really ones that I consider close to that I would like want to stay in touch with, but like it's kind of been hard for me because, like I said, some people have been here for so long that, you know, they kind of just stay with their crew or, you know, who they're with. But I've met some really good friends.
Okay. So when when your boyfriend was out here, who was the sole provider, like financially?
He has friends that and family, you know, that were able to help him out. We weren't like doing bad at all until that hotel burned down, is when everything kind of like went haywire, and then he had to go back to court because we were actually maintaining, you know, kind of like looking for jobs and everything, but then that was outside of Kensington. We weren't staying here.
Y'all just copping and going.
Yeah, so once we were staying here is when, well, I was staying here is when it was a totally different experience.
Oh man. Did things get harder when he left?
Yeah, a lot harder.
Y'all still keep in contact though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. How you earn for your addiction and your survival out here now? Like, what you do for work now?
I kind of just get help from someone will look out for me and I'll look out for them. My boyfriend will send me money here and there.
Okay. You indulge in working the Ave, the corners, doing dates and stuff like a lot of the females out here?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
You're not proud of it, right?
No, I don't. I'm not proud of it at all.
No. How often do you do it? Every day, daily, or only when you like really, really need to?
When I really, really need to, because I mean it's scary, it's shameful. It's not something that I'm proud of.
After the dates, do you feel like degrading and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like it takes a part of your soul each time you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. You ever cry afterwards, like?
Yeah, a lot of times I hate it. I hate what I have to do. So it's like you want to get high just to forget about it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
It's
I know this is
okay.
an emotional topic.
Yeah.
Did your boyfriend know about the dates and stuff? Or he probably got an idea if you don't, right?
He knows. I mean, he knows and he doesn't like it, and it's hard because we get in fights because that's why I was hesitant to say something about it, because he gets mad because he doesn't want people to know, you know, I do it. And then when we came here, we were supposed to leave all that behind, but something happened, you know, financially.
Yeah.
And I had to do it again, so.
I'm so sorry.
It ruins our relationship a lot.
Yeah, it does. But I pray you make it out of this.
Yeah.
I pray you make it 6-hour trip back to Erie, PA, man, because this is heartbreaking.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back to Erie, but I'm going to try to get cleaned up.
Out of here,
because they've got a lot of, I mean, Philly has a lot of resources.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could stay in Philly, just not here. I
think you should leave Philly. I think it's too close to Kensington, like the drugs, like the, you know?
See, with the drugs here, I'm not, like, ripping and running like I would in Erie. I don't like the drugs here, surprisingly. Like, they're not real. Like, in Erie, I always had a habit that was so much that I was doing a half-gram shot just to wake up in the morning. Here, I just try to get unsick. I don't really like the drugs, so it's not like I'm not, like, knotted out like that. So, like, if I could go to detox, I could just get off them and be okay with that.
I understand.
It kind of was way crazy. Like, if I was to go back to Erie, I'd probably get that habit, like, way worse. So, that's the only plus that I have coming out here. Like, if I go to detox, I think I could try to do something with my life.
Yeah, I understand. So, like, you know, when the last time you used, though?
Just right before this.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Right before this.
Oh, you used right before the interview?
Because you wake up sick.
Okay. So off the wake up, you had to get high and stuff. Where you see yourself in 6 months?
I want to go to detox. I definitely want to try to do that because I can't like live like this because you don't. It's just there's no like I don't know how to explain it. Like here, there's no like adulting. There's no like routine. It's literally walking around all day and getting like high or looking to get high. It's like fucked up Disneyland. I don't know how to explain it. Like I want to
Disneyland for drugs. I hear that.
I know I want to be out of here and doing something productive because I've had clean time before, and it's just every time I try, I feel like someone knocks me down.
What's your longest stretch of clean time? Like, what's the longest you went?
I think it was about like 2 years.
2 years straight? Mm-hmm. Oh man, you got this then.
I was in prison, so wait.
Oh, you was in prison. Oh,
yeah, almost a year I had, and then I relapsed. Like, a lot to do with it sounds crazy, but probation, like in our county, they're just like out to screw you. Like they do shit. Like, I'm on probation. I was clean. I actually just got out of jail last. It's been almost a year I got out of jail, and I messed up. And I told my PO that I messed up. She told me that's fine. Go in the methadone clinic. So I go in to my appointment. She said, as long as you have that set up by Tuesday, you're good. I go in Tuesday. She's not even there. The two POs that hate me are there, and they're throwing me in detox. And detox said, we don't need you. You're not detoxing. And so they knew that was going to happen. So detox said, we're going to recommend methadone. And my PO's like, oh no, now you have to go to rehab. So they knew that I was going to like run from there, because I was pissed. I ran because that's not what we were supposed to do. I didn't need to detox. So it's like they set you up for failure, and they know I mean, I've been doing which was a 2-year probation thing into 5 years. Like, for the last 5 years, I've violated 5 or 6 times. They don't care. Like, they want to set you up for failure.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've been through a lot. Mm-hmm. Dang, so,
I gotta get clean because I don't.
Gotta get clean.
I mean, you can't be doing all these things and then you can't move on with your life. You're just like in a standstill, like a hamster in that wheel, just keep doing the same thing. I don't like it. And I feel a lot of guilt because my mom has my son Bentley, and I'd love to see him, but she says I have to have a year clean. And, I think of every year I'm still using is a year farther away from seeing him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think your mindset is still there. You're going through some things, but I think you know what to do. So it's some people that's out of it here. This is like,
it's like,
you can tell they probably never going to leave again. Like, in their head, it's like, I'm here.
It's like they have it's like looking at someone and like they have no soul, or it's unbelievable.
Yeah. So, I ain't going, talk your ear off, but what advice would you give the youth that's prostituting, that's working the streets, that's getting high, that's homeless? What advice would you give the kids?
To not do it. Just it's something. It's a part of your life that you'll never be able to get back. It's something that's taken from you. Your innocence, everything. Just using drugs is not worth it. You'll lose so much.
Yeah. I want to say thank you for your time. I appreciate you for coming out to give your story. We do this because we give a voice out to the voiceless. I seen on YouTube, some of the YouTubers, they record people nodding out, sleep, and stuff like that. I'm the type to ask your permission to get your story out there because you guys are still human.
Yeah.
And this could be somebody's mother, father, kids, nieces, uncles,
Yeah, I think
this could be your family. So it's just like, that's why we do this, man. We give a voice out to the voiceless, man. Awareness. I appreciate you, and I'm praying for you to make it out of this disaster.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.